Hey everybody, it's Greg again. It's another edition of Unbreakable the podcast. It is Monday, April 13th. It's also snack day on the show. Let me show you. Pretzel sticks. You may think they're only regular pretzel sticks. But you'd be wrong. Because we're using these today as an illustration for my book, Stronger Than Bone, which is out now. You can read it, you can listen to it. These pretzel sticks are used for promo video, which I take this morning to show how brittle my bones were when I was a kid. Type 3, brittle bones, and the density is about right. These pretzel sticks for what my bones used to look like. Look at that. Look at that. And all they would do, turn over, sneeze too hard, cough too hard. I even broke a bone once by tossing a bead back. Watch. I won't break in front of you. Don't worry. There. You see how they snapped? Just like that. Crunchy. What? Good and crunchy. Oh, they're not funny. They're not funny. Coco. Okay. Phillies. Phillies. What a disgusting team, huh? Season just started. What the hell? I tell you what. Everybody says, don't panic. Don't panic. It's still early in the season. It's only middle of the fall. Don't judge a team until around Memorial Day. About 6 weeks in. All true. But we see a lot of ominous patterns in this too. Losing at home, losing 203 to Arizona, although, that's no surprise. The Phillies have lost to Arizona in the past, as we well know, especially a couple of years ago in the playoffs. But it's just a later losing. If they don't hit home runs, they can't score. That's the bottom line. Look at Saturday. Schwarber and Harper go back to back, they win the game. What can I say? They make stupid base running plays like yesterday to Ethan. They're just not mentally tough. I don't know. They're sort of lacking in the fundamentals. And who's going to pay the price was the manager. Because the owners spent a lot of money on this team. And if he doesn't get results, the manager's going to go and the general manager should go. He's the guy who put this team together. Let's run it back. I'm content with this team. Let's run it back. Well, don't be surprised if you get chokers and you get guys who just aren't good enough, right? Look at Alec Bohm. He's not good enough. You would think he would play a little better because it is a contract game for him. He's losing a lot of money each game that he doesn't produce. Bryson Stott, right? You would think he'd be a little better too. Nah, stinky stuff. Stinky stuff. The whole team just looks at zombie-like, lethargic, sort of like their manager. Very non-passive. Let's put that. Yeah. I don't know. I think they need to shake up or something. It's too soon to make any trades. I mean, most of the teams feel they could still win their divisions, even though it's early, but they're not going to trade with you now. I mean, you might be able to pull a few deals around Memorial Day or into June, but nobody's going to trade with you now. You kind of stuck with what you have. And there's really no reinforcements coming up for the farm system either. The cupboard is bad. So it is what it is. You're stuck with who you have. And if Harper and Schwarber don't produce, this team isn't going to score many runs. Brandon Marsh is having an okay season, but he makes some really stupid plays. He's always been bad in his pets. As I've said before, there are a lot of Brandon Marsh lovers out there, especially the young girls. They love the hair, I love it. But to me, he's just an average player. He's just an average player. You could find Brandon Marsh anywhere on any team. He's not an all-star. He's not an all anything. He doesn't do anything really well. He's just average. That's all he is. If you have to hit Brandon freaking Marsh, clean up in your lineup, you got some lineup issues. You got some problems. Thank God Justin Crawford has gotten onto the breakstone, huh? I don't know what to tell you guys. We're just gonna have to, wait it out until like Memorial Day. If the Phillies still suck by then, I don't know. It may be a long year. Maybe for the first time in a long time, the Phillies will be sellers at the trade deadline. Trying to unload some of these big contracts. JT, who wants to take Bryce Harper? That contract, nobody. Schwarber, who wants to do that? So I'm afraid the Phillies are pretty stuck. And you just gotta hope that these guys start playing better. That's about it. On a brighter note, the Flyers, young, aggressive, hungry, up and coming team. If they beat the Carolina Hurricane tonight, they will make the playoffs for the first time in 6 years. And that's an achievement. You got to give these guys a lot of credit, not only the young players, but you got to give Keith Jones, Danny Briere, Rick Tocchet, all those guys a lot of credit for turning this Flyer team around as soon as they did. Now, hopefully they'll win a round or two in playoffs. You never know. You never know. But, just the fact that they may make the playoffs, they're on the verge of it, is pretty exciting. So, Flyers, go Flyers. Flyers, next week is the draft, the NFL draft. Who are the Eagles going to pick? Their number 23 slot, unless Howie, Harry, he will trade up if he lets it be. I think the Eagles are going to get an offensive lineman. They know that Lane Johnson, even though he just got married over the weekend, I don't know if you saw that or not, Lane Johnson, his best days are behind him. He's coming back to play this year, but they're going to have to find a replacement for Lane Johnson. I think this year would be, let's start there, right? Start with a replacement for Lane Johnson. Now, nobody, unless there's Superman, is going to replace Lane Johnson. Nobody will, but you have to have an up-and-coming player who will fill in for Lane Johnson when Lane Johnson retires. And the fact of the matter is, draft somebody now. Lane Johnson is still around who can teach him the ropes, right? And but he's got somebody in place, and you feel a lot better than his offensive line. So it'll be interesting though. I can look for the draft a tight end, maybe another wide receiver or two, definitely an edge rusher, maybe a safety and quarterback. It's going to be interesting. Howie's made a few trades, so they don't have as many draft picks as they used to. Will they trade Tanner McKee, backup quarterback, for some draft picks? Will they trade AJ Brown? That's the big thing. Or will they wait on him until after June the 1st? Or not trade him at all? So there's a lot of burning questions when it comes to the Eagles. And most of them will be answered very soon. Sixers, they're in the play-in tournament. They're playing Orlando at home. Of course, the Sixers have to win. And it's just a disappointing season again. But what did you expect, right? What did you expect? John Beat is out again. He had the appendectomy. Paul George, Thomas Baxi. I don't know. Sixers, see, what the Sixers are in purgatory. They're in basketball purgatory. They're not bad enough to get into the lottery, into the draft, and yet they're not good enough to really be legitimate contenders for the NBA title. And that's what it's all about, right? Who cares if you make the playoffs? The goal is to win the championship. That's the goal. And the Sixers are so far away from it. And how about that Masters? Did you watch the Masters yesterday? Rory McIlroy wins 2 years in a row. And, he loves that course there in Augusta. And he's been playing that course the last week or two. He's taken a break from the tour, and he's been practicing there. Which, in one way, it seems like it's unfair, because he's sort of figured out the nooks and crannies of that place. But hey, he's taking the time to practice, go down there and do it, right? So you got to give him that. Shefflin, Scotty Shefflin, he was coming on like a house on fire, wasn't he at the end? If only they had a couple more holes. I would have really liked to see want to play him. Scheffler and McAvoy, two of the greatest players out there. But it wasn't meant to be. So this McAvoy, he seems like a nice guy. Seems like a nice guy, so more power to him. Now let's see next year, next spring. Down at the Masters, will McAvoy be the first golfer ever to win 3 Masters in a row? I mean, I wouldn't bet against him. He knows that course like the back of his hand. What else? Well, this is my favorite time of year because there's all kind of stuff going on. You got a couple weeks, the Kentucky Derby's going to be happening. You've got the playoffs are starting, both NHL, NBA. Baseball season is well underway. Football draft. There's all kinds of stuff going on. So my favorite time of the year, this and September. When the NFL starts up. So I love this thing. So I guess that's about it, really. I mean, nothing else really going on. Other than the usual stuff in the news, which I like to not talk about politics here. But all I gotta say is I stand up for the Pope. Well, not literally, because I can't. But you know what I mean. I support the Pope. Pope Leo is the man. Pope Leo is the man. And nobody better come after Pope Leo. I gotta say that here. Pope Leo has God on his side. He's got the Lord. And if you come after Pope Leo, well, you got a price to pay. Either now or in the afternoon. All right, well, we're going to get back to our stacking. Got some stick pretzels in a little baggie here. And I hope you guys enjoy your day. The rest of the week here in Pennsylvania is going to be very warm this week. Very in the 80s, pushing 90. That's a little bit too hot. My liking too soon, That's the way it is here. We hardly get any spring anymore. We're our 75 days. It goes right from cold to hot. No in between it. Yeah. It is what it is. After the winter that we went through, my friends, we deserve to have some nice weather now. And don't forget, before I leave, Saturday's the day. It's coming up. Saturday's the day. I'll be at the Collegeville Italian Bakery, that great place. Great place where you like to eat. Mingle, make friends. It's such a great place. That guy, Steve, and his family who run it, such nice people. Oh, the food there is standing. Pizza, hoagies, whatever you want to get. You want to get an Italian meal, you get your Italian. Yeah, it's great stuff. Come out and see me and say hello. On Saturday, I'll be there. Promote my book, Stronger Than Gold. And be there between 12 and 3. So if you're in the area, stop by and get a bite to eat and come out soon. And I gotta say thank you, my friend Steve Trevelise. He was on WIP over the weekend, overnight, Friday into Saturday. And I was on the show. I guess I called in around 4. I've been doing this for since 2008? Yeah, about 18 years. He is such a great guy. I wish he would come back on radio full time, like at least once a week. But it's sort of hit and miss on that station, I guess we're lucky to get home. But he's a great guy too. Love Steve Trevelise. And in fact, Collegeville Italian Bakery is the home of the Trevelise Pizza. So if you come out to see me on Saturday, you might partake of a slice. The Trevelise Pizza. Mouth is word. So anyway, it was nice to be on with Steve. We talked sports again. We didn't even have time to talk about the Beatles. Oh, which we usually talk about. Those Beatles, Paul McCartney has a new album coming out in May. Ringo has a new album coming out soon. There's so much going on with the Beatles, you know? For a group that broke up 56 years ago, they are still relevant, friends. To the Beatles never went there. Never ever. So anyway, okay, everybody, have a great time. Peace and love to you. Yeah. Stay cool this week. I can't believe we had the heater on the other day, and we may have to turn the air conditioner on. I think it was. I know that. All right, everybody, take care. I'll see you soon. Bye. Say goodbye, Coco. Goodbye, Coco.